Okay, one little incident I had with Swamiji, because it wasn't all bliss. Uh, it was a lot of sadhana is very hard work, and you have to face a lot of inner dialogue that comes up layer upon layer, and it has to be kind of burnt off. It's like the dross. So I remember I was going through a particularly hard time at one point, and I kept churning on this some a point in my mind about something which had happened, and I was feeling very sad and upset about it. Um, I presented it to Swamiji and I said, I feel like I'm churning on it because there's something I need to get from this. There's something I'm meant to understand. And this is our kind of the way we're trained. Oh, you have to examine and. And he just looked at me and went, no. He said, this is your Western Christian psychological training. And I went, oh, he said, you have to be like a good batsman. He said, you have to step up to the wicket and you have to hit the ball out of the park. In other words, you have to use the power of your vivek, your discrimination, to see that this is just mind. And you have to counteract your mind. You have to be a counterforce to the mind by using mantra or just using knowledge, any wisdom that can come to shake you out of this wheel of mentality which just leads you down. And he said, if you don't hit the ball, you'll get bowled for a duck. And he said, and we've seen that the ball of the mind always rolls down. It'll always roll down and take you down to the bottom of the hill. So you've got to take the ball up and stay up at the top. And that was a big change for me in the way I thought from that day onwards. Like he gave me some Guru Shakti that day to go, yeah, what the hell? Enough of this spinning. Just him releasing me for the fact that you're not going to get anywhere in this. It's not going to lead you anywhere except further into more mind. You might get some momentary release, but it's not going to break this pattern of this kind of trying to analyze and think your way out of the mind. You have to transcend. You have to traverse over and out of into the dimension from where mind comes, not keep sitting in all the waves on the surface. You have to take the analogy the other way. You have to drop down to the bottom of the ocean. Go deep, where it's completely still and silent. And it's still ocean. You're not denying anything. Anytime you want to, you can come back up to the surface and play in the waves of the mind. They'll all still be there. And you can think and you can create, but now you're not at the mercy of when there's a storm, you can just dive down deep and go, it's all peaceful down here. I'm still in the water, but I don't have to be up there floating and in the storm of the waves. And so I started practicing that with vengeance, and it changed everything. And it's still, I went through many storms over the years, but I built a power. I had direction. And that's what the Guru does. He gives you the direction. And all the great teachers have given many great directions. Ramana Maharshi, he gave everybody the question, who am I? And Swamiji used to laugh. He loved Ramana very much. And when I first went to Kulu, actually, he encouraged me to read that little Ramana Maharshi book, Who Am I? Because in those days, Swami hadn't written many books himself. Now there's many beautiful books that he's written. But he very purposely called his hermitage International Meditation Institute, because it says I am I. And he said, this is the answer to Ramana's question. Wow. Who am I? He said, the answer is I am I. Oh, wow. And he said, that's your meditation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice, eh?
Very beautiful.
Yeah, it is very beautiful.